Yeah, good day everyone. So today we are going to cover a few of the important topics. So in any backend languages means SQL Server, Oracle, Postgre, IBM DB2. In any language, two main pillars are group by. You need to know group by how it works, and the second thing is join. So join, I will say this is the most important, and group by is second most important. These are pillars of this language. If you know group by and join well, you can write any type of query, believe me. So these two things are most important. Okay. So today we are going to cover this group by part. So you need to learn how it works. You need to know the pulse of the group by, how exactly the syntaxes are behaving, and what should you write in terms of when one actual scenario come, one requirement come from in your professional area or in your college or anywhere. So how to write that group by statement and when to write that group by statement, that you need to know. So group by is, it means in normal language, it means in a group of. Or you can also mention like wise. Wise means, suppose if anyone asks you state wise highest or gender wise average marks, something like that. At that time, when anyone use something wise or in a group of, in those cases, we will be going for group by syntax. First, okay, let me go to the, I always like to show the practical examples. So what was our table? Let me search. Our table was something student, but I can remember. So yeah, this is our table. So if you write any aggregate function, what are those aggregate function? If we just simply recap, it was max, mean, average, count. We have learned those things. So if I write max marks from the student, so it will simply fetch the maximum mark from the table, that is 90. Okay, so if I write minimum, so it will simply fetch the minimum marks. But if we fetch average marks, it will also fetch the average marks of the table. Now if I ask you, I need the maximum marks, but as per the states, for each state, I need the maximum. What should you do in this moment? So it the term, you can concentrate on the term. It is saying state wise. Okay. Or in a group of state, I need, for a group of state, I need the maximum for each group of states. So what should I do then? Just simply write group by states. That's all you need to write, group by states. So now it will fetch multiple maximum marks as per different states. Previously, if I only run this part of the query, it is giving the maximum marks for of the whole table. But if you add this small statement group by, but it is not that easy, you have to understand it. If you add group by something, so it will be showing state wise maximum marks. Let me show you. It will give multiple maximum marks. So now you are again become clueless. What are those values? I cannot understand. It will be meaningful if you add state in the front. So if you write states in the front, then it will be meaningful. It will be showing like this. The California's highest is 65.50. Let me take a look what exactly happening, what I'm talking about. So if I simply write select star from student to show the original data and the derived data from the query. So look, California highest is showing 65.50. If you check all the California's record, all three, the highest you can see is 65. Okay, record number 4, it is 65. Jerry got the highest mark. If you take a look in the Florida, it is 60.30. Where is Florida? Yeah, in between these two marks, Florida, this one and this one, you can take a look. 60.30 is a maximum. So it is giving the state-wise maximum marks. So you can find state-wise minimum marks as well, who got the minimum for each state. Look, California's minimum is 30.05. It was Krish who got 30.05 from California. These are the California's record, right? So it is giving me the result successfully. So you can also fetch average marks or anything. So I can also do something like minimum marks for state. You can also do the same for gender. Say, I can write, I need the state-wise, not state-wise, I will say gender-wise maximum marks. Say, gender-wise maximum marks. Among male who got the highest mark, among female who got the highest mark. So you need to write something gender. You can put max marks. You can write from student group by of gender. So that means if I write this, run this query, among females, the highest mark is 90. Among male, highest mark is 80.50. So it is gender-wise maximum thing. If I take a look on both the queries and into the original table, look, female highest is 90, yep. And for male, these are the male records. So, oh, sorry, these are not this one. Anyway, so for male, it is, these are the males, not this one. Yeah, 69. Yeah, the last one is the highest, 82.50. If you can take a look. So it is successfully giving the result. Now, the situation may come more complicated. They need state-wise, gender-wise. Means for California's data, for California female who got the highest, for California male who got the highest. The requirement can be something like that. So in that case, simply write select, sorry, let me write in caps. I like to write in caps, but yeah, you can write it in any language, any font. So state, gender, and max marks from student. And now you have to mention group by states, comma, gender, both. You have to mention state-wise, gender-wise maximum. So if I execute that, look, we have California female data 65.50, whereas California male data 45. So you can take a look into the original table. The male from California's highest mark is 45. Among females, it is 65.50, something like that. I can make it more clear using order by states. I can write to align it properly. Okay, now California's female and male data together. You can write something like this. Order by will be the last statement in the, after group by, you have to apply order by. Order by anyhow will be the last statement you have to add always. So this is the thing. Among Florida, male, female highest is this. So it will automatically face those things. So you can put multiple numbers. Okay, so state-wise, gender-wise, suppose country-wise, anything you can put, whatever you have the data, and it should be as per the requirement. So now, few small things. First small thing is order is not important for group by. Order means the sequence, I will say. It is better be termed as sequence. Sequence is not important for order by. What does it mean? What does it mean? I can write gender first and state second. So it will give me the same result. Okay, so it doesn't matter. It will give me the same result. Because anyhow, just concentrate on the lines. If I ask you gender-wise, state-wise, give me the highest. It will be obviously in normal life as well. Suppose if I give you this table, select start from student, I will show you the full set of data. And if I ask you, I need gender-wise, state-wise maximum for all the combination. Suppose California's male, I need the highest. California female, I need the highest. In both the cases, if I present this statement in other way, like gender-wise, state-wise, or state-wise, gender-wise, both the things, in both the cases, your answer will be same. The California female highest is 65. If you say like that, or you can say like female California highest is 65. In both the cases, the answer is same. So it is not something dependent on the sequence of the fields. Either you can take a name of state first or gender. It doesn't depend. Even here as well, you can mention like state, gender, or you can also mention like gender and state. So it doesn't depend. The figures will be same because California's female is 65.5, male is 45. Take a look. If I write it in some other way, suppose let me write state next, gender first. If I run that, look, still female from California is 65.50. And where is male California? Yeah, this one. For the male California, it is 45.0. Obviously, the figures would not change. So in group by, this sequence is not important. So next thing, the select statement, select fields at first. So suppose now, let me go back to my first query. Suppose now I am interested to do the average marks. Select average marks from student group by state. Means I need the average marks for each state. And let me also display the student table. What is there in the student table? So if I run, take a look. California's average marks is 46.85. Okay, so we have 3 California's data here. In real time, you can create many more. It will be good to deal with many records. You can create 50 or 60 records. That will be helpful for you to understand, because in real life, you can have millions of data. You cannot validate if it is behaving correctly or not. So yeah, in that time, it will be very useful to use this group by. So suppose, so this is the thing, state and average marks. So state-wise average marks, it is now displaying the data. Now, if I want to add some other fields like age, what would happen if I want to add age? It doesn't mean anything. People will think, okay, it should display the age, but previously I had 10 records. You can see 10 records altogether. And here I have only data for 6 states, and the values are also new. 46.85. You cannot find any number like 46.85. So it is meaningless. If I ask you, I need state-wise some figure. It might be average marks, it might be something else, and display the age as well. If I ask you the question from this table, I want to know state-wise average marks as well as age. What should be your answer? Suppose you do not know SQL. You are a normal people. If I ask you that question, I need state-wise average marks. You need to calculate it manually by calculator, but I need the age as well. So what will be your answer? California, I have 3 people. I can calculate the state, but what about age? Should we display the age in a figure, or I need the average of age? I'm clueless. If anyone asks, they need age, state-wise average marks and age, it means nothing. It is meaningless statement. So this statement also meaningless for SQL Server as well. You need to understand that. I have seen people having 7 to 8 years experience. They are still doing these mistakes. Even sometimes they were just clueless why this group by statement is not allowing age here. But it is meaningless. If I ask you, we have only 1 record now for California, 46.85, but I have 3 ages. What should I display for this 1 record? So people might get confused, but it is not something feasible. It will give the error because student age is invalid because it is not there in the group by statement. So they are saying if you write something in group by statement, state wise, gender wise, something like that, then you can use that here, gender wise, state wise. Other than any other field, you cannot mention like I need to see age, I need to see name. It is not possible. It is not possible. If you want to see that, put that into group by. So people sometimes become clueless at the field of work. So my preference will be just think about average marks. Why people get confused? Sometimes they expect, like if I write the same statement for maximum marks. For maximum marks, they expect like if I run this query, okay, it will not run anyhow. If I delete age and if I try to run this query. So for California, highest marks is 65. So what is the source of misconfusion? You need to understand it very carefully, because in Google or in anywhere, any link, you can see just, okay, these are the group by statements. But in real time, when you will be dealing with 50 columns, millions of data, there is a high chances you get confused. So the basics should be clear. So people expect California 65.50 is coming from this data. So if I write age here in between, it should also give me the corresponding age. But it might happen for, you might expect this for maximum marks, this function. What will happen for average marks? Because we do not have any such data. People expect 17 to be displayed for maximum marks. It is fine. The expectation is very fine. But what will happen for average marks? Because in average marks, we are having some new figure, 45 point something, which is not there in the real table. So what will happen in that case? So what SQL Server decided, not to display this age. They make it a rule. In case of maximum, you have an impression like, okay, the age should be displayed. Why SQL Server is not displaying my details? But in actual cases, if for average marks and all, it should not be displayed. Otherwise, it will create some confusion. So they have blocked this thing. Okay. So now, if you understand the reason, now we can make it a rule. You can find this rule in Google, but in all the links, but this is the reason behind this rule. You cannot write anything here if you do not write here in the group by statement. The fields as a whole, you have to mention here. Then only you can mention that here. So that is the rule created for just this reason. But anyhow, if you do not mention that, and if you want to see the age, it is not possible. But suppose if you want to see maximum age for that state, that is feasible. Out of these three, the maximum age is 65 point, maximum age is 21, then it will display 21. And obviously average marks will be same. So state wise, if you want to see the maximum age, then it will be displayed. Look, for the California's data only, 21 and 46.85. And the minimum age, if I am interested to do, or even I can write both of them. So this is feasible, but as a whole, if you want to see the age, it means nothing. I hope the idea is clear. Otherwise, you can go through again this part in the class. You can just go back 5 minutes earlier and then again read it part. So you will understand the why age as a whole is not allowed. But you can write the third rule. We have also came into the third rule. Third rule is you can write as many as you can the aggregate function, multiple aggregate function you can add. Max, mean, average, I can write how many records are there for each state. That I'm also interested to know. So if I write count star, if I give execute, look, it is also giving me for California, I have 3 records. For Florida, I have 2. For these states, I have 1 record. For West Bengal, I have 2. So this is the thing. Okay, got it or not? If you have any single doubt, you can send me the comment, write it in the comment box. I will try to answer that. And yeah, even you can send me a mail, but yeah, I think comment box will be a better place to communicate because sometimes I do not go through all the mails, but still, yeah, you can communicate in each of either way. So that is 3 rules. The third rules, the small thing, but it creates confusion. Selecting fields, that is the second thing. And the last one is multiple aggregate function you can use together. Okay, multiple aggregate functions. So that is the thing. So apart from that, what I can do with this data? So suppose, let me delete all this maximum age, minimum age, all those things. Let me delete it out. Another thing I was hearing about, why do not I paste the code in the comment section or in the description? Because if you just copy and paste the code, it will never going to be helping you, believe me. So you have the recording, you have the pause button in your device. Just pause that thing and copy whatever I am doing first. First copy that thing, whatever I am doing, understand the section, what it exactly meaning. After that, try to implement your logic and try to play with those. If you find anything, just copy that code and paste it into the chat box and tell me why, sir, why this is not running. You can ask me that. Okay, but for the time being, just pause the class or pause the video, and you can type it whatever I am typing. So just do that first. Okay, so that's the thing. And if you are new to this section, we have already created this table from the first class. You can go through and one by one. I have segregated those sessions scientifically, and obviously I have shared some of the exercise as well. I will show that from where you need to do the exercise, so that you have to do. But yeah, that is the thing. So this statement is okay. Now we will explore something new, like suppose uh, this statement is giving me an entirely new set of data. But if you, what will happen if you want to filter out, suppose Florida data and some other state, let me check. Suppose you do not want, suppose you are working in a newspaper company and they do not want Florida data to be included here and Geneva data to be included in this section. So they do not sell newspaper for this region. For all other region, they want to find and print the maximum marks from each state. Suppose it is a requirement came suddenly in your office. So what will you do? So you have to somehow restrict Florida and Geneva data. Or suppose you are interested only on the female students, say how females are rising in all over the world. You need to give a statement like that. You need to figure out some statistics. Okay, female are performing better than men. So suppose you are doing some articles on that and you need some real data. So at that time, you can simply write a where condition. We already know that where gender equals to female. Suppose if you write this statement, it will simply filter out the male data. Now, after where, just remember it carefully. After where, you can write group by states. Okay, and now you want to show states, comma, average marks. In each state, the marks, average marks of females. Okay, so if I do that, the California's average is 65.50, Florida is 60.30, something like that. So these are the average marks I got. Now, suppose if you are interested to show the top states who got 80 and above marks. So at that part, you can use having. Now you are again become confused from where that having comes. I can use the where, but I'm explaining that. Give me just a minute. So I am interested to see the records having average marks greater than 80. So I have only Geneva's data and West Bengal data where it is greater than 80. I am pretty biased on my state, West Bengal. So yeah, do not mind for that. If I run this query, I can see only 2 records. So what is happening? What is the difference between where and having? This is a common thing. And again, I am saying, I have seen many people, more than 50%, you will be surprised, more than 50% people is not having the enough confidence on group buy and join, even if they are working for 7 years in different organization. I do not want to take name, but still I have seen people. Okay, so where is something, both the things having and where is doing the filtration. Okay, so what is the difference between where and having? Where is filtering the original table, filtering some records from the original table, that is student. It is filtering all the male data. It is just filtering out them. Okay, and having is doing the same filter, but after applying group by. Means after applying group by, the table structure becomes something different. Take a look. With some new data, with some new figures, it came up. So average marks, you cannot put this filter here. It is impossible because still we haven't calculated that average marks. After calculation only, you can put this filter. So after calculation means after applying group by, after applying the math, like state-wise average marks, after determining this value, then only you can put this filter. So if you apply anything after group by, that will be called as having. If you put anything before the group by into the original table, that is the use of where. So make it as a thumb rule. So I can do something like this as well. Apart from gender, I am suppose interested on state itself. States in, I do not want to see the data for Florida and Geneva. So let me write it from the very beginning. Okay. Let it be in that way. Let me write a new query. It will be easier for you. So let it be here. But still, let me write a new thing. Select star from student. What it will give? Multiple example will help you to create that scenario in your brain. So select star from student means it is something called the whole table. So now I want to put a where states not in, suppose not in Florida and Geneva. So I do not want these two states data. I'm not interested. Say, do not mind if you are from Florida and Geneva. So it becomes 7 records. 3 records are discarded out. So now I need group by. I want to calculate the average marks. Group by states, and I want to see state-wise average marks. If I do that, and if I run that, it will give me state-wise average marks. For California, the figure is new, 46.85. That you cannot find in the original table. If I want to display the data from the original table, you cannot find this figure 46.85 nowhere. These 3 are California data, but 46.85 is not there. So if you want to make some filter on this data now, these data were not available in the original table. So you cannot add this filter in the where statement. From where this 46.85 will come? It will come after doing the group by. So you have to put this thing into the having statement. So I can write something having average marks greater than 80 or something like that. So if I run this, then out of these 4 records, it will filter out this output, not the original table. It will filter out this output, and only you can see West Bengal record here. Because if we take all the people, male and female, as male are performing bad comparative to females. So now I have only one state in my hand who is performing good, and the average marks is greater than 80. So that is the use of having and where. You can use it alternatively. We'll be having multiple tasks in our exercise. So I will show you. In our exercise, we have a table. Let me create a new table now. Okay, first I missed one thing. So we can do this thing in some other way as well. Let me copy that. Let me delete having now. So if this is the data, the full set of data, say, why it is taking time? Just a minute, let me run it once again. I don't know what happened. It is taking some unnecessary time. Okay, why happening? Yeah, so data is now there. So something happened, I don't know. So anyway, so if I suppose if I take it as a new table, if I consider it as a new table, so I have to give some name as, say, AV marks, average marks, something like that. And if I consider it as a table, we have learned how to handle subquery. So if I do something like this and take it as a table DB, so if I run this thing, so it is a new table behaving like. So this, from this new table thing, you can simply write where AV marks. Now, instead of having, you can use that. Where average marks greater than 80. So you can use this field. So at that time, you can use where. Why you can use where? Because it is thinking this TB as a new table, and you can apply the where clause into that field. Okay. But if you want to do it in one shot, obviously go for the having, and it is the suggested way. Rather creating a new table, it will create unnecessary pressure on the RAM. It takes all the data and create a new table, and then just to put a where it is not suggested. To better to use having here. Okay, so this is an alternative way I am showing you. And let me do another thing. Suppose this statement, let me take this out. Let me take this out. The last thing what I can do, what we can learn today. So there is nothing much today. So if I do something like gender wise, state wise maximum mark for student, or let it be like average marks. Okay. Gender wise, state wise, and order by state. Okay. Let me run this query. So, okay, let me, it is not meaningful. Let me write state wise, gender wise, then it will give a good set of values. I mean, same thing, but in proper manner. Okay, so for California, female and male, the average marks is this and this. I don't know, I am not good at calculation, but yeah, this is a figure currently. So now, if I want to add something new, like roll up or something like that, okay, let it be roll up. If you just put these two fields under roll up, something like this, so what will happen in that case? It will also show the subtotals. What does it mean by subtotals? If I show you for each state, it will also show. If I take a look here, sorry, just a minute. I have to write gender next, then it will be more clear to you. Yeah, now let me run this. It will show state-wise to average as well. Look, state-wise female average, California's male average. Now California as a whole average. So it will be an extra thing. It will be something like, if you are familiar with Excel, Microsoft Excel, you have seen this. They have some options like subtotal. Suppose you are doing something and subtotal. So it is something like subtotal. Okay, suppose if I do the sum, say, it will be more clear if I use this statement, sum of marks. So California's female marks total is 65, California's male marks total is 75. So the total, subtotal of the California, irrespective of male and female, it is 140. Same for Florida. Florida female is 60. Florida male is 57.50. As a total, it is 117. So if the requirement comes like you need the total and you need to show the subtotal for each state, then you have to use roll up. Just simply do the group by and use roll up. But the use of roll up is very less. But yeah, I have used roll up in some of the cases in my project. So what I have promised you, I will show everything I am doing in real time. So this is something I did 1 or 2 times maximum in last couple of years. Last decade, I have just 1 or 2 times I have used that. But still, you need to know that. But yeah, group by thing is most important, not that much for roll up. So now it will also give you the full total of this table, that is 660. It is the full total of this table. Now, what will happen if I want to know the gender-wise total as well? So there is nothing option like gender-wise. What is the total marks for female? What is the total marks for male? So if you want to discover that in all possible way, if you want to discover your data in all possible way, just simply write cube here. And it will give all the combinations. So here it is giving 16 combination, and it will be 2 more will be added. 18 is now the new thing. So you can see 2 more records, the female wise total and male wise total. Okay, and obviously the grand total 660 is the grand total, and here you can see California wise total, and this is the original data I was looking for. California male, California female, Florida female, Florida male. So these null values, these rows are extra. This is showing a subtotal kind of thing. State-wise total, gender-wise total, state and gender, everything wise total, the grand total, everything, all the combination they are generating. If you in home, you can try to add some more fields here. Okay, and you can check the behavior. It will be more clear to you. So that is cube. Another thing you can do, I have used that very rarely. Let me very frank. These are not that important things you need to know. The group by is the most important. I am repeating, but yeah, you can obviously play with these things, and yeah, knowledge is always good. So if I write grouping sets, something like that, so what it will do, it will simply discard the general values, means the normal one from which we have started. These normal values, it will just discard, and it will keep only the values with null. Suppose if you are only interested with the subtotals, you do not need to show the original data, California male, California female. If you are not interested on that part, if you are only interested on the subtotal part, then you can go for the grouping step. So look, it is only showing the California's totals and genders totals. It is not showing that breakup, California female, California male, all those things. So it is discarding that. Even if it is discarding the grand total as well, it is not going to show the grand total. It is showing all the grouping. It means grouping set means the grouping of states and grouping of genders. Okay, so it will be showing the data in that manner, but it is being rarely used. Let me be very frank. So apart from that, what I can do, let me type some syntaxes quickly. You can just simply write this syntax, what I am doing. Give me some time. Let me complete this typing. Okay, so I just didn't waste your time by checking the create table statements and all. So I have typed everything. So let me create a student table, student marks, which will be having role, S name, subject, and marks. And also I want to insert few of the data. So all of these are my seniors. So somehow if I can pay some respect to them. So I have created the records with that name. So yeah, 9 records are here. So if I just simply write select student from marks, you can just pause the class or pause the recording and just copy this thing. And the table structure should be something like this. So yeah, so this is the something like that. So now what will happen if I need the total marks for all the students, say total marks for all the person, if I want to check that. So it will be simply group by, sorry, it will be simply group by role, and the sum of marks, I need to display the total marks for each person. So it is sum of, I'm not going to say student because they are senior to me. So anyway, still, if I do that, the roll number 101 having total 255, roll number 102, it is 247, and roll number 103, it is 226, something like that. So if I want to do the further calculation, so what I will do, I can make it as total, and I can take it as a new table. Select start from, and now as per total, you can calculate how many of them will be selected, how many of them will not be selected. Suppose I can put something like where the total, you can choose for an organization, for a college, you can choose as per their total marks. You can I suppose anyone needs people who got 250 as a whole. So if you can execute this command, it is only 101 who got greater than 250. So yep, so that is the thing. So you can do many manipulations. Suppose you need to know the people who got greater than 80 marks in at least one subject. So what can you do? You need the people who got greater than 80 marks in one subject. So you just need to do select role, comma, first select star from student. Okay, let me take a look. Who got at least in one subject, he or she got greater than 80. So I do not need all the marks greater than less than 80. So you can find this type of question in the exercise. So I am interested on only the people who got 80 or greater than that. So if I do that, I got only 3 records. Okay, sorry, it was not in student. It was on student marks. Just allow me 1 minute. Yeah. So I need to look into this new table. So I have only 5 marks. So what I will do now, after that, I want to do group by of roll, and I need to display roll and how many records out of them. So suppose if for Indra, I will got 2 records because he got 80 marks in 2 subjects. So if I do that, it will give me like, okay, roll 101 got 80 in 2 subjects. Indra got 280 above exams, and Vishwa got 180 above marks. So in that case, suppose I need the name as well. So I can, if I write the name here, it will not give me the name after this group by statements because S name is not included in the group by. Simply add that roll and S name. And if I write that, then it will give me a good set of record. Now, even you can discard the roll as well. Okay, it is not mandatory to give everything, but to give a field here, it should be mandatorily come here. Okay, but reverse is not true. So it will already also display these records. Now we can find, okay, who got. Now, if you want to display the people or the person who got 80 and above marks in 2 subjects, so you can simply use this query as a table, take it as a base table. I am showing you some complicated uses. So take it as a step by step, take it as a subtable, and just simply write where, give it a name, count star as CNT suppose, and where CNT equals to 2. If you can write this, you will get the people name who got the 80 above marks in 2 subjects. So it is Indra and Ravi who got 80 above marks in 2 subjects. I hope it is pretty much cleared now. So, yep. And what else we can do? What else we can play with? I'm just thinking, okay, people might ask, the last thing, people might ask like, why shouldn't I use group by only with S name? Because I'm not using role in the select statement. But if you use S name only, if there is some other Ravi exist in the database, it will include and do the sum or do the count for that Ravi as well. I do not want the names to be mixed up because there might be multiple Indra exist in the real database. Out of million data, there might be multiple Vishwa exist out of the millions of data. So do not take the risk. Here roll number is unique. So group by using roll and S name. There is no need to put S name here, but I have given that to fetch the name. Otherwise, I cannot fetch the name from this group by statement. But my main field here in group by is roll number alone is enough. But to see the S name in the select statement, I have to give that. But it doesn't mean you can group by with using S name only. You can, but in reality, it might turn into some blunders. Yeah. So you might include 5 Indras together and finding the result. So that is not something we are looking for. Okay. So this type of things you might face in our task. Okay. Let me go to the task now. Okay. So if I go to our group, and if you go to the media section, if you go to the album, you will get one album called SQL exercise, something like that. Yeah. So here we have to do the chapter number 4, I guess. Yeah. Chapter number 4 is group by. So you can solve that, and yeah, you will get enough idea on that. So it is something like new student table, and I have given only the structure of DDL because in real time, when you will be developing something, you do not know who exactly will be logging into your app. It might be anyone. It might be million of people. It might be billions of people. So you never know how, what is the exact count of your user. So I have given the DDL only. You can create your own data set with 50 data, with 30 data, with 5 data, many data you will have. It will help you to understand group by in more easy way. So try to put multiple data as much as you can. So group by statements, you can go through this 44 exercise, and I hope it will be clear. And if you have done that, just let me know in the chat box. I can provide you the solution of this copy as well. I have one solution copy, I can send you that as well. So you can rectify your mistakes and you can find the good ways or the best practice to do that. Yeah. Okay, so that's all. It is a very good or important topics, I will say, the group buy. So if you have any doubt, if you face anything going on in your mind, because these YouTube classes is not interactive anyhow, so you can ping me in the chat box. You can ping me in the comment section, sorry. You can also get in touch with me with my email ID. You can find the full description here in the description section of this YouTube video. So yeah, best of luck. This is the second most important thing in your database journey. Okay, bye for today.